Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this year's WWE Backlash recap show. Heck of a pay per view. The hot crowd at the LDLC Arena in Lyons, the Signs, France. Man, they kept it going the whole time. They did not go to sleep. They not really a break there. They were into it the whole show. That usually makes for a better show when the fans are into it. Usually, I've kind of noticed that every time they do these premium live events in another country or something like that, the crowd's just always hyped to it. So, hey, man, USA arenas, we gotta start upping up our game. We're looking bad. Anyway, uh, yes, 5 matches took place this year. I guess I was wrong. I talked about it on my Spot Show live stream. I thought they would have added the Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan match, but they didn't. Might come to next pay per view. Who knows? Or excuse me, premium live event. Yes, I'm going to freaking mess up on that every chance I get. Besides that, if you can overlook that, hit a like button. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this year's Backlash premium live event. Also, if you're new to watching any of my stuff, hey, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Hey, it's free, no charge. Uh, well, with all that out of the way, let's let it rip. All right, like I said, the crowd was up for it, as well as the wrestlers themselves. First match of the night is Kevin Owens teaming up with Randy Orton, who, like I said, the crowd was hot. Man, they sung every word to Randy Orton's entrance music voices. Sounded awesome. Uh, Randy Orton looked like he was legitimate, kind of like taken back by it, and man, he delivered on this show, as did Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens got a good response, and he definitely showed the fans that he was going to give them a show. So kudos to those guys. They took on the Bloodline, Salo Sokoa and Tamatanga. As soon as they get to the ring, the crowd gave them a "We Want Roman" chant. So never thought we'd see that coming from any fans really. Even when he was a babyface, they kind of sort of cheer, but they didn't really say "We Want Roman." But hey, now they want Roman. Looks like if they want to turn a babyface, looks like it's looks like they did a pretty good job so far. Anyway, starting things out, it was already breaking down in Tulsa. Uh, yes, I know that it wasn't in Tulsa, but old school UWF fans, they get the hint. It was breaking down in France. Even before the bell ring, officials and security guard try to separate these four guys. Only thing they got was stunners and shoved out of the way. Finally, Nick Aldis came to the ring, said, "Screw it, anything goes, no disqualification." So you boys have fun, and fun they did. A lot of furniture moving. Uh, excuse me, fighting in the crowd. Uh, and like I said, the crowd just ate it up. Uh, Orton hit his signature moves on uh, Tama Tamatanga, hit the RKO for two. Solo broke that up. Then towards the end, you know, uh, Kevin Owens and Tom were going at it. Uh, Kevin Owens hit the superplex on the chairs, covered him for two, but Tonga Loa will make an appearance. And he's a guy in the black shirt, black pants. Over on the other side of Solo Sikoa, he is the brother of Tama Tonga. Of course, yes, both of them are sons of Haku, Ming, King Tonga, wherever you want to call him. Uh, but yeah, he took out Kevin Owens and Randy Orton with the steps. Solo Sikoa finished Kevin Owens off with the Samoan Spike for the win. And it looks like Paulie Dangerously is like or excuse me, Paul Heyman. Sorry, if you watch Wrestling Gold Friday night, uh, the show we watched from Southern Championship Wrestling from Georgia featured Paul Heyman, but at the time he was called Paul E. Dangerously. But now he says Paul Heyman, the wise man. And hey, he kind of stepped in there and said, hey, okay, back off. He doesn't look too comfortable hanging out with these, the, at least two, or this new build up of the bloodline, I guess you can say. Don't really want to call it a new bloodline yet, but you had Solo Sikoa kind of leading on Tama Tonga, and now uh, Tonga Loa. Of course, they had a big, successful career in Japan, so uh, going to be interesting what comes out there. Actually, later on, before Jey Uso's uh, world title match, they had like a little backstage kind of stare down. Jay kind of stare down Solo. Of course, Solo is his brother as well. A little stare down with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, and Paul Heyman just kind of like had that worried look on his face. So, good little segment. Good little, at least selling his being uncomfortable was, with his face, not really flat out saying it, but uh, something tells me something's gonna be brewing here. Maybe when Roman comes back. Next up, all right, now it's time for your WWE Women's Championship match. It is Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Bailey in a three-way championship match, or three ladies championship match. Um, Pretty decent match here. Nothing wrong with it at all. Opening sequence, everybody doing the sneaky roll ups. Looked pretty good. Got everything got pulled off pretty crisply. Little snag here and there, but nothing to Uh, can't really everything look too perfect, right? Um, Tiffany Stratton, she looked good in this match. Got her signature stuff in. The elbows, her version of the Alabama Jam. She hit Naomi over the table with that. Stomps. Of course, the other two ladies, Bailey, she got her shit in, as well as Naomi. Hit a blockbuster on the floor on Bailey. That did not look comfortable at all for either one of them. Uh, Naomi had her submission hold on Tiffany Stratton, but Bailey broke that up with an elbow from the top rope. In the end, Tiffany Stratton was going for the world's prettiest moonsault on both of them, but Bailey and Naomi moved out of the way. They hit they hit Stratton with the uh, 3D, or the 1 day, whatever you want to call it. I call it the 3D. Uh, Hit on her. She rolled out of the ring. Uh, Naomi went for the Oklahoma roll, but it was countered by Bailey. 1, 2, 3, and still your WWE Women's Champion is Bailey. And like I said, this is a pretty good match between all three of them. Of course, Naomi did eat the win. She showed her sportsmanship, gave her a big smooch on the cheek. All the guys love that in France, I presume. Of course, we all enjoy that little scene watching at home, I presume. Anyway, uh, but it looks like they had Naomi eat the win. That way they keep pushing Tiffany Stratton uh, to be the next top contender. Will she be the next champion? Who knows? Uh, that's what telling a story is all about, ain't it? Next. All right, next up is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It is Jey Uso, challenger, trying to defeat the champion, Damian Priest. Solid match here. Probably one of the better uh, singles match of Jey Uso. Definitely a whole lot better than that WrestleMania match between him and his brother Jimmy. And the crowd, man, the crowd definitely, Uso. I think they played his whole entrance music at least twice. It seemed like as I'm sitting there, and he did the whole wave thing in the crowd, win the ring, did it again. I think he blew up just doing that. But some back and forth, counter for counter moves between Jay Uso and Damian Priest. Uh, Jay Uso hit a crossbody block for two. That's when JD McDonough appeared and uh, caused a little bit of distraction there. Finally, Priest, allowed himself get distracted as well. Say, look, JD, what are you doing here? Don't want nothing to do with y'all. I want to do this on my own. Uso would super kick JD. Back to the match. Uh, JD, or excuse me, Jay Uso would hit a Uso splash, but only got 2 count. Same as Damian Priest, he hit the Razor's Edge for a 2 count. This time, Jey Uso hit the spear. Uh, Finn Balor came to the ring, tried to interfere. He ate a super kick. This time, Jey Uso hit another Uso splash, but this time, JD McDonough would grab Damian's foot, put it on over the top rope. Uh, then after that, Jey Uso with suicide dive JD, hit a spear on the outside to Finn Balor, but unfortunately, Damian Priest would catch him on the top rope and hit him with a super South of Heaven choke slam for the win. Uh, Finn Balor and JD McDonough came in and started jumping on Jey Uso. Damian Priest this time would shove them both off of him. Said, "Look, it's over. He's done. I pinned him. I told y'all I did not want y'all's help. Now you stand there. You stand there. We'll close and we'll get to the back." But looks like some dysfunction again with the Judgment Day, especially when don't have that missing piece. Rhea Ripley uh, actually playing mommy here and keep everybody on the same page. So definitely going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. All right, next match is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. It is Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill going against the champions, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Good little opening sequence between Bianca and Asuka here to start things out. Tag in to Jay Cargill. She pretty much overpowered uh, Kairi Sane, excuse me. Then they, Bianca and Jay, would double team Kairi Sane for a little bit, but Asuka would hit a kick on the outside. Then that's when they put a little heat on Bianca Belair. Uh, and she will wind up getting the comeback here. Hot tag to Jay Cargill. Cross body block. Uh, Could definitely tell Jade is still a little green here. So good that they kind of put her in a tag team. Work out some things. Her timing wasn't like 100% there yet. And, her selling's just not there yet. That's because, it isn't like, AEW kind of taught her anything. But in the end, though, it was a jaded by Jay Cargill on uh, Kairi Sane. Then Bianca Belair hit the KOD on Asuka on top of Kairi Sane. Cover 1, 2, 3. Your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions is Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill. Like I said, not quite there yet, but she's very athletic. You can tell, willing to learn, hopefully, and basically just put her in a tag team right now. Kind of had any kind of flaws she has now, but you can definitely sometimes kind of see it, but it's not enough to where the fans are totally going to turn on her, say, "Oh, you can't work or anything like that." But definitely, definitely good idea. Let her be in a tag team for right now. Kind of go along, learn hide any kind of mistake she has now until she works those kinks out. Then let her go on her own and see what happens. Pretty sure they're gonna give her a uh, big push because it is a good investment. We uh, gonna see what happens. Maybe maybe a year, maybe 2 years. Who knows? Uh, maybe a year. Who knows? But definitely gonna be interesting to see what they do with her and how the fans keep supporting her. All right, now it is time for your main event for the undisputed WWE Championship. Do they call it Universal? I think they kept on calling it Championship. I had a little brain fart, but uh, anyway, it was AJ Styles, the challenger, going against the champion, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Good match here, very solid. Good first opponent for Cody Rhodes. Somebody's going to give him a good match, and can't go wrong putting AJ Styles in there. Cody Rhodes did a drop down leapfrog drop kick, then AJ turned it around and showed him how to do it properly. Of course, Cody, kind of mocked AJ a little bit and himself. He did a cartwheel and did a little Stardust pose. Uh, but like I said, AJ Styles came back and uh, showed him how it was done. They slugged it out a little bit. Uh, AJ got his in as well. Worked on the shoulder a little bit after a single arm DDT. Some more back and forth. Things went out to the floor. Uh, Cody gave AJ a power bomb through the French uh, commentary table. Of course, they both got in the ring before the 10 count. AJ would, you know, go for the springboard 450 for a 2 count. But in the end, AJ would go for a phenomenal forearm, eat a super kick for that attempt. Then Cody hit a triple jump Cody Cutter, Crossroads, and of course, your winner, still champion, is Cody Rhodes. Like I said, very good match. Uh, very good, choice of first opponent. Because I know it wasn't a big storyline, but they pumped it up enough to where it did draw interest. Of course, two Georgia, like AJ said, two Georgia boys going at it with each other, and man, they did. There's a couple times where they kind of shout at each other, say, "Hey, you ready? You ready?" Kind of pump each other up and then go at it. Like I said, the crowd was just great. Don't understand half what they said. And it seems like every time a 2 count, uh, what do they say? Uh, that's not going to work or something like that. Or I forgot what they said. Gosh, I should have wrote it down. But it sounded good the way he said it. If that's what they said, of course they would sing. They sung along with the voices. They sung along with the Cody Rhodes entrance music. So definitely, the crowd was definitely into it. Stay with it from opening bell till I guess they. I, yeah, I think I still hear them. Apparently, they had like a noise warning from SmackDown the night before as well. The crowd jumping up and down. You see the hard cam kind of jumping up and down. That wasn't a shaky cam. That was a crowd jumping around causing that camera to shake. But I I enjoyed this little pay per view. It wasn't bad at all. Like I said, the women's tag team match was good, but it wasn't great. But nothing that it wasn't a total stinker. Uh, they had to work around Jay Carhill a little bit, but she'll definitely get there. Uh, and like I said, you got now you got the another Samoan in there. You got new bloodline member in Tonga Loa. Supposedly Jacob Fatu is supposed to be coming in soon. So that new, I guess when you call it the new bloodline, it's that little group started to stack up. No word on Jimmy Uso yet. Don't know if he's going to ask for forgiveness from his brother and all that. And, like I said, it'd be interesting. Um, I don't want to really compare it to Bullet Club because see, Bullet Club was kind of a if DX and NWO bumped uglies out would have came the Bullet Club because they had this and the crotch chop, everything else, uh, the black and white logos. But so, but you know how they're like one member or a few members will leave Japan and go somewhere else. Uh, another couple members come in. and kind of take over and keep, you know, keep that whole Bullet Club stable going with different members. Kind of reminds me of that. That's how it kind of reminds me of the Bullet Club. You got the Bloodline. You got no Roman Reigns right now. You got no Jey Uso, no Jimmy Uso, just Solo Sikoa now. So he's kind of keeping it going. Like I said, uh, poor Paul Heyman. He looks like he's been held hostage. So I'll talk more about that come Thursday's Spot Show live stream with me, of course. And of course, that is 8 o'clock on Thursday night. Uh, until, but this will do it for this year's WWE Backlash recap show. Going to check out Raw, of course, on Monday and see what's the aftermath. There we go. Backlash and see where everything goes along. So until then, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV 46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.